And you know what? It's okay if I don't too. It's not the end of the world. I know this rate of weight loss is not going to be forever. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. I want to thank you guys so much for helping my channel grow. I, since last week, have 100 new subscribers and I just crossed the 800 subscriber milestone, which I just cannot believe. And I really appreciate you for supporting me on my weight loss journey and following along and keeping track of my progress. Thank you so much for helping me reach that milestone. It's Friday, that means it's weigh-in day, but as always, before we get to the weigh-in, there's a few things we have to talk about, so let's dive right in. I had a major NonScale victory that I am so super excited to share with you guys. Now, I've shared with you in the past that I struggle with binge eating disorder. I actually have been diagnosed with that. I do a lot of therapy and a lot of different techniques to manage that. And it's still a struggle. It never really goes away, but it's something that I just kind of have to deal with. Now, one of the big triggers for me to have a binge eating session is stress. I actually had a very stressful situation come up this week. I found out on the same day, within an hour of each other, that both my husband and my son were potentially exposed to COVID-19 with somebody they were in close contact with. Of course, I was freaking out about it. Now, naturally, you know, as a mom, as a wife, really stressed out. And I think how I would have handled that in the past I would have used food as a coping mechanism. And to say I was freaking out when I found all this out, like I said, within the same hour, I found out from two different sources what had happened. Saying I was freaking out would be just an understatement. This is absolutely 100% the kind of thing that would normally trigger a binge, but guys, I didn't do it. I didn't binge. I didn't turn to food to cope with my stress and emotions and feeling. And I know it might not sound like a big deal, but for me, it's actually a huge victory, and I'm feeling so good about it. And FYI, just to provide a little update from earlier this week, they are completely fine. We don't have any symptoms, and we're doing everything within our power that we can to keep us and other people totally safe. Aside from that very stressful sitch, I've been feeling great. I've actually been doing really good. I noticed that the days are starting to slowly but surely get a little bit longer at a time, which makes me super happy. And I've been able to get a little bit more time outdoors, which also makes me feel really good and definitely helps me improve my mood. Something else that I kind of made a focus this week, because I notice I do it a lot, and you probably do too, but I've really been trying to be more conscious of like negative self-talk. Sometimes we can really be our own worst enemies, and I have been catching myself saying things like,
"You're not doing enough, you should be working harder."
Or,
"I can't do it."
And I know that's not true. I know that I'm really a very capable person, and I know that I'm doing a lot to reach my goals. So why do I do that? Why do I do that negative self-talk? What I did to kind of combat this was really just set some time aside for myself, just 10 minutes, to really sit back and think about all the good things that I am doing. And that way I can shift the focus off that negative self-talk and really kind of give myself that positive affirmation that only I can do for myself. And the crazy thing is, it's working. Just making that time to really talk myself up, to cheer myself on, has really made a big impact on my moods. And I noticed that as the week went on, I was actually doing the negative self-talk a little bit less. And I think that's something that's always gonna be there. It's just something we have to deal with, but it's always important to remember not to be too hard on yourself. My diet and exercise goals were on point again this week, and I'm just feeling so super proud of that. I think this is probably the longest I've really stuck to a way of eating, and that's a big part of it, is that the way I am eating right now, which is I am following anabolic recipes, which are low calorie dense foods and high protein and lower in fat. I find myself feeling really satisfied and fuller a lot longer. Plus, some of the recipes that I've been following, you would never know that it's diet food. And for me, that's a big deal because I don't like the word diet. To me, a diet is not a long-term thing, but the way I've been eating is something that is helping me adapt foods that I eat all the time. Things like popcorn chicken, waffles, pancakes. I even saw a recipe for lasagna that I'm gonna try. Has really made a big difference because I just never feel deprived. I feel happy, and I'm learning ways to swap out some of the unhealthy stuff for healthier choices that are lower in fat and calories, keep me full longer, and have a lot of protein. I really feel like this is something I'll be able to do for the rest of my life because, like I said, I feel like I'm not missing anything. I also decided that really for my own sanity right now, I have to stick to exercise that is something that I enjoy doing and something that I want to do. When I remove the dread from exercising, I'm far more likely to do it. So this week I did a lot of fitness boxing too, which if you didn't catch my review, I will link it up here. It's a really, really fun game and it's really quite addictive. I also went walking with Chewbacca so that I could get him some exercise too, and he seems to really enjoy it. In fact, it was too cold to go out today, and I could tell every time I went near the door, he was getting all excited, and I felt really bad because I'm not going out in the cold. I'm finding that when I don't make exercise this like big burden that I don't want to do, I'm a lot more likely to do it, and not only do it, but want to do it. This week I actually ended up crushing my 3-day-a-week exercise goal. I exercised 5 days this week, which is almost unheard of for me. I don't usually do that. But because the dog wanted to go for a walk, you know, how do you say no? He's so cute. I did put that work in, so why don't we find out if I got any results? So last week I was able to drop off that holiday weight and my weigh-in was 248.2, and this week's weigh-in is 245.4. That is a loss of 2.8 pounds. That brings my total loss to 29 pounds. Guys, I am so excited. I feel so empowered. I am just excited to keep going and get this weight off. This week's weigh-in actually brings me pretty close to where I was back in late October, early November. So hopefully we can keep that downward trend going and reach my end of the month goal, which was like 239 point something, as long as it's under 240. And I think I can do it. If I keep it up, if I keep doing what I'm doing and seeing these results, we should be good to go. And you know what? It's okay if I don't too. It's not the end of the world. I know this rate of weight loss is not going to be forever, and I don't expect it to be. I just want to keep it realistic, make sure that I am steadily losing, even if it is slow. I'm totally okay with that too. So how are you doing on your journey? Leave me a comment below and let me know. I really, really want to cheer you on too. So even if you're struggling, if you need support, if you need just somebody to cheer you on, or if you just want to share a non-scale victory, go ahead, leave that comment, let me know. Like I said, I'm here and I'm rooting for you. Again, I want to thank you guys for all of your support. In case you didn't know, I upload new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And then on Sunday, I actually host a live supportive weight loss chat called Caffeine and Calories, where we all get together, we hang out, we cheer each other on, we have all different kinds of topics that we talk about. And it's really just just a great way to start your week. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I go live Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time right here on YouTube. And if you want to connect with me on social, I'm pretty active on Instagram. I also have a Facebook group called Caffeine and Calories, which if you let me know that you're going to request to join it, I'll get you in there. I would love to have you in there. We talk about all different weight loss and health and fitness related topics there as well. I appreciate you guys so much, and I really thank you for following along on my journey. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.